Hello, everybody. I'm a practicing therapist and a doctoral student of psychology. Today, I want to talk about some things that avoidants kind of hope to hear from you when they shut down. So, before we talk about the points, I do want to mention something. I'm not saying that you have to read their mind or assume responsibility. That is not what I'm saying at all. I am just giving you information if you feel like you want to bond with them or connect with them. And maybe they have communicated it with you. But the interesting part is avoidance and, let's say, an anxious person, they communicate really differently. So they might feel like they did tell you this and you did not process it because it's not translated how you understand things. Similarly, when you say, hey, this bothered me, and they have no idea what you're talking about, it's like the same thing. You guys are speaking from a different perspective. And so this is kind of that video for you guys who you feel like, you care about each other, you love each other, there is a relationship, there's things going on, there's a bond. Maybe not everyone understands it because with attachment issues, a lot of people, if you share this relationship with other people, they might not understand it. Majority of my consultation calls that I've had with you guys, you're always like, nobody understands. Well, yeah, it's an attachment issue. It's not, there's reasons why people are specializing in this, right? It's because it's not every relationship is like that. And so you're in a stage where you want to understand them. You feel like you guys are making some progress and you want to make more progress and you don't want them to shut down. So this is where you're at. And if you want to book a call with me, that's pinned in the comments. Okay. So the first thing that you can say that can really help is if I came across overwhelming, I apologize. You can even say, if I came across overwhelming, that's on me. I'm working on it. I apologize. And so you don't even have to say this when you're being overwhelming. You're just saying if I came across overwhelming. And a lot of times they might say, oh, you were not being overwhelming, but I appreciate you bringing that up. This is going to help reassuring you because then you realize you're not overwhelming. You can express yourself. And it's going to reassure them because it makes them realize that if you could be overwhelming, it's okay if they mention it. And so this is the part about shutting down. Sometimes avoidants shut down because you are being overwhelming. Or maybe they worry that you are. But when you say this, they realize, okay, maybe they're not being overwhelming. Or if they do, they will tell you. And so now the reason they shut down or they detach is no longer there because you communicated it. And they realize it's safe to communicate as well. So not only have you stopped them from shutting down this particular moment, next time it happens, they might be more open or they likely will be more open to telling you if there's something that you're doing that makes them shut down. Not that you're doing it on purpose, because they feel like you can handle that, okay? The next one is, I'll give you your time if you need it. Or you might say, I'll give you your time. It depends on your relationship or where you're at. Because some of you guys have been together for 20 years. And I'm not exaggerating. You guys know, right? You guys have mentioned you guys have been together for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years. Some of you guys have had really long relationships with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whoever. And sometimes you guys know when they need time or what they need. And so that's why this one, I'll give you your time. You might just know because you guys have been together for so long. But those of you who have been in a little bit shorter relationships, because I've worked with some of you guys where the relationships are a little shorter, you're not always sure because it's early in the relationship. So you might say, I'll give you your time if you need it. Anything like that. The reason why this is important is because it allows them to realize that they can be their genuine self. Because they do need time. A lot of times they will. And they might say, I might take you up on that. Or I'll take you up on that. Or they might say, you don't need to worry about that. I'll tell you if I need time. Now, fearful avoidance. I apologize about calling you guys out. But a lot of calls that I've had with you guys are fearful avoidance. And sometimes what you do is you say this when they don't need time. And what you do is now, I feel really bad for just grilling you guys, but you say this a lot and now it just becomes a little annoying, I'm sorry, or you're pushing them away. Not even pushing them away. They almost feel like you are the one who needs time because you keep saying, if I give you time, if you need time, I'll give it to you. And they keep saying, I don't need time. And you still keep saying that. They're almost thinking, do you need time? And you're not telling me. Why are you pushing me away? But in your mind, you're thinking, well, I don't want to be a burden. Okay. So if that's you and they are saying, I don't need time, you don't need to say this. And so for fearful avoidance, specifically who fit that category, I would not recommend this one, okay? If you fit that specific category, okay? The next one is, I just wanted to let you know I have no ill intentions in our communication. I hope you believe me. And you might even say, I'll leave you be until you're ready. But normally you can just say, I have no ill intentions. I'm just letting you know. You might even say, I understand that you probably already know that, but Just so that, we're on the same page. This will help because it allows them to feel like it's a de-escalation strategy, but it also helps them to realize that if they did feel like they had ill intentions of you, whether they admit it or not, it's likely that because you clarified it, they no longer will feel that way because they realize, oh, this person is genuine. I shouldn't think that way. Some of you guys that I've worked with are in the beginning stages of your relationship, and that stage is the hardest, of course, right? A lot of people think that way. Not the very beginning, but like around the 1 year mark. This is the most difficult because they're no longer, you both are the most honest version of yourself because you guys have fallen in love. You guys care about each other. And now they're trying to think, can I trust you or not? And so there's a lot of testing going on. There's a lot of different conflicts that's going on, and both of you guys love each other, care about each other, but you communicate very differently. And sometimes just saying this can cut down all the negativity that's happening in both of your minds, because they might say, I don't have any ill intentions either. Thank you for saying, because they really appreciate that, because they're getting in their head. You might even be getting in your head too. So this will help, especially in the beginning stages. Okay. The next one is, I understand if you need more time. I can relate to that. And so this is more helpful if you are fearful avoidant, and you can also relate to that. Just mentioning that, you can say, I'll check in tomorrow if that's okay. You can add that as well, depending on the stage of your relationship, because some of you guys, you do go days without checking on each other, and that makes sense. Some of you guys don't. And so just curate it to your relationship. But saying, I understand your need for time, or I understand if you need time, I can relate to that. It helps from two versions. If you're a fearful avoidant, it helps you to also be honest about what you need, which is very important if you're a fearful avoidant, okay? Because a lot of you guys who are fearful avoidant, you need time, but you don't feel like you're allowed to take time because the anxious part of you is afraid, if I take time, maybe I'll lose them. So you want time, but you don't ask for it. And so you have some inner turmoil, okay? And so this helps them to hear you, so you're honest about yourself, and it also helps them to be appreciated as well. If you're anxious, you can also say this if sometimes you can relate, but it's much more helpful if you are fearful avoidant for the sake of you also being vulnerable and healing your own wounds, okay? So it works both ways, okay? The next one is, I don't want us to fight, and I know you don't either. I'm fine with moving on from this issue. Does that work for you? This one works no matter what attachment style you are, as long as your partner is an avoidant. This will work so well. I would just recommend you just doing this if it fits, and that's truly how you feel. Almost every disagreement you have around a certain mark, if you say this and you are actually wanting to move on, your partner will feel much better, de-escalated, and they probably will not shut down because they feel safe, because they feel like you're not going to hold a grudge. This is really important, okay? The next one is, let me know if there's anything specific you want me to do. I won't get angry, and I promise I'll take it well. This is really important as well, because sometimes avoidants shut down because they feel like they need something or they want something, but they feel like you might take it a type of way. So let's summarize and we'll wrap it up. If I came across overwhelming, that's on me and I apologize. I'll give you your time. I just wanted to let you know I don't have any ill intentions. I understand if you need time. I can relate to that. I don't want us to fight, and I know you don't either. I'm fine with moving on from the issue. Let me know if there's anything specific you need from me. I won't get angry, and I promise I'll take it well. If you want to book a call with me, that's pinned in the comments. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Please like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.